Well, welcome back to New York Sports Wicker Media. I'm Y2K99, and obviously you are not seeing me in the wicker chair. Nope, you are here in my kitchen. Now, why am I taking you into the kitchen? Well, it's because we're about to cook up some chicken thighs, but we're going to be using that Mangold 74 barbecue sauce. That's right. We've got 7 to 8 chicken thighs. We're going to have the sweet, and we're going to have the heat. So we're going to try both. We're going to see how they are. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cook those chicken thighs for about 7-8 minutes here in the cast iron skillet. Right there. All right, and then we're going to pop them in the oven, 425 degree oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. And that'll really help keep that skin nice and crispy. And then we're going to top half of them with the sweet sauce and half with the heat sauce. And we're going to do a little taste test and see how they turn out. All right, I'll see you back here soon. All right, well, I bet you can hear that sizzle right now, so we're about to turn these chicken thighs over. I've never tried holding it like this, but holding the camera like this, so hopefully you're getting a nice angle. Look at that. There, we got some nice browning on those. The pan is a little more crowded than what I would usually want to do, but I got 7 chicken thighs. It's kind of late at night. I didn't feel like doing them in 2 batches. There we go. Turn one more. All right. Got some nice mahogany skin on those guys, huh? All right. So I'm going to give them about a minute or so on this side to help that side start searing. Then we're going to put them in the oven, which is at 425 degrees, and they'll go about 30 minutes. I've got my thermometer here because you really want to check that temperature. And I'm probably going to let them go, well, you want to pull dark meat at about 170, about 180. Yeah, once it gets to 180. But to be honest with you, the dark meat, the chicken thighs, I like the chicken thighs because, one, they're a little cheaper than the chicken breast, and the dark meat stays more moist. So you could overcook them a little bit more, and you don't have to worry as much about getting that dry meat like you do sometimes with the chicken breast. That's one of the reasons I like going to the chicken thigh on that. All right, let's go ahead and put them in the oven, and we'll be back when it's time to start testing them and put some sauce on. Okay, it's been 25 minutes, so let's open up the oven and see what we've got. Got this nice big industrial heat-proof mitt. Oh, look at that. That's some good-looking bird, isn't it? There we go. You don't need to go to the gym all that much. All you got to do is lift these big 12-inch cast iron skillets in there. All right, so we got to check the temperature on these. I'm going to go with one of the smallest ones over here because this one obviously is going to cook a little bit faster than, say, this one's going to, right? Okay. Now, the chicken thighs, I find the temperature thing can be a little bit crazy. Yeah, I know this is not at 212 degrees. You're gonna look for about 180 or so. And the other thing you might want to make sure is you don't hit the bone. Okay, you don't want to hit the bone of it. That'll mess up the temperature there. Okay, I think these look pretty good. And we're going to put the sauce on them and put them back in the oven for another 3 or 4 minutes, just to help that sauce caramelize. So I think the way we're going to do it, I'll probably put the sweet probably on, let's say, these 4, and I'll put the heat on these 3. These are a little bit bigger. All right, so let's start applying the sauce. All right, that chicken is all sauced up. Oh, by the way, I used avocado oil on the cast iron. It's got a nice high smoking point. So I like using avocado oil for these. Now, all I'm going to do, and the chicken was in the oven for 25 minutes after I already browned the bottom side of it. I'm probably just going to put this in for about 2 minutes and let the sauce start to caramelize it. And then we'll take the chicken out. Should be good to go. See you in a few minutes. And there we go. The chicken is done. So even if you don't have a grill or the ability to cook outside where the weather's not good or they don't let you grill where you live, you could still make some really great stuff inside if you just have the right tools and you know how to use them. I didn't even start using cast iron until about 3 to 4 years ago. And now I use it several times a week. It's pretty fantastic stuff. All right, so we've got again. So these three are the spicy, and these four are the sweet. So we'll do a taste test in a moment once the chicken has a chance to cool down. All right, well, we've got our plate of chicken right here. Boy, I'm actually thinking the last time I was sitting in the spot on camera eating, I wound up eating a dozen hot dogs. So it will not be anywhere near that much this time. So we got the sweet thigh here, and we got the heat thigh here. So we're going to try both with the Nick Mangold barbecue sauce. We'll see what we like, how much we like them. I will say I do think it's interesting, but both of these thighs, or both the barbecue sauces, both of them have maple syrup as one of the ingredients. I'm not usually a maple syrup guy, but let's see. Let's see what it adds. It's got a little bit of an Asian sort of a smell to it. That's sort of like sweetness on it. All right, sweet thigh. Here we go. Mm. Mm. Oh, touch of heat on the back end there. Yeah, I didn't expect it. It started off quite sweet, and then gradually I started getting a little more of the smoke flavor and the spiciness on the back end. Yeah, it's lingering for just a little bit. Nothing, certainly not a heavy load of spice by any stretch, but yeah, I can start to feel, I can taste a little bit of the paprika and a little bit of the chili powder on the back side of that chicken thigh. Okay, that was one bite. Now we're going to switch over to the spicy sauce thigh. All right, so let's take a bite out of this. Actually, before I do, I'm going to take a quick palate cleanser. Apple juice. I can still see that steam coming off. It's been sitting here for about 10 minutes, but the steam is still coming off of this chicken thigh. All right, here we go. Heat. Mm. Oh, yeah. Mm. Great flavor. Great flavor. Very impressed with it. Not hot, though. This is the heat with a little sweet on it. It's gonna give you. It'll be enough to sort of wake you up, but by no means are you going to need milk or bread or any cooling agents or anything like that. But I would say these are both very solid barbecue sauces, very well made. It's not just straight tomato. I'm not a fan of the sauces that are overly sweet, and these are not sweet. These are well balanced between some sweet, some spice, and a little bit of smoke on it. So to me, that's a good barbecue sauce typically. So, and good quality ingredients too. So if you can find the Mangold 74 barbecue sauces, go for it. If I had to pick one, I'd probably go with the spicy. I've still got a little bit of that heat. It's lingering a little bit longer than the sweet one did. But in terms of the level of heat, I don't think it's that much more. It just lingers a little bit. But I would definitely say put that on some. I would definitely think that spicy one would be a great rib sauce for sure. All right. Well, that's all we've got for right now. Thanks for joining me.